Tens of billions of data-generating devices are already altering our way of work and life. Artificial intelligence is slowly but steadily taking over the world, enabling a more comfortable way of life, one person at a time, day by day. Would you like to be kept up to date on the latest AI developments? You've arrived at the correct location. Welcome to AI Tech Vision, a channel where we discuss everything related to artificial intelligence. Subscribe to stay up to date with the technological revolution. We live in a world that is constantly changing, especially when it comes to technology. Communication, television viewing, driving, and shopping have all changed dramatically in the last decade. The new decade is poised to usher in even more cutting-edge technology that has the potential to fundamentally alter the course of history. Again, the technological advancements of the future will be visible and felt in all aspects of life. Medical and diagnostic technology, transportation, artificial intelligence, and 3D printers that can do everything from grow food to build rockets capable of traveling into space are all areas where we will witness breakthroughs in the coming years. Today we will look at 10 innovative technologies that are poised to change the way we live and work in 2021 and beyond. Heart monitoring clothes. Yes, we have devices such as watches and Fitbits to monitor your heart rate and count your steps. Heart monitoring t-shirts, on the other hand, may be the next step in the evolution of cardiovascular health. These devices accurately measure each heartbeat, and the data is stored on cloud servers for later use. It is then analyzed to determine whether there are any arrhythmias or other potential anomalies to take appropriate action. The shirt could be worn for a variety of different occasions. It will be especially beneficial for people with cardiovascular conditions, as it will aid in the detection of heart attacks before they occur. Artificial intelligence and scientific experiments. Scientific breakthroughs are the result of a great deal of investigation and experimentation. Computers have long been used to assist in the scientific process, but artificial intelligence is about to take it to the next level. To determine how the flatworm can regenerate and repair itself, researchers at Tufts University used artificial intelligence to run simulations of the flatworm. The answer was discovered by artificial intelligence in only 42 hours. The machine came up with a completely new, abstract theory all on its own, and many believe it represents a significant step forward in the way scientists research the future. Self-driving cars. The development of electric vehicles occurred during the previous decade. The following may very well be remembered for being the year in which self-driving cars were first introduced. Tesla is already working on a vehicle that will drive in autopilot mode and will even take over some of the driving controls for you. Car manufacturers will likely develop completely hands-free vehicles at some point soon. There's a possibility that flying cars will no longer just be a fantasy of a specific futuristic cartoon family. Serverless computing. Serverless computing isn't serverless in the traditional sense. It is impossible to provide computational resources without utilizing some seriously dark arts, especially in the absence of a physical server. Instead, this technology improves the efficiency with which those resources are distributed. Amounts of resources are not allocated to an application when it is not in use. When needed, the computing power automatically scales to meet the demand. Because of this technological shift, businesses no longer have to be concerned about infrastructure or reserving bandwidth, which means they can focus on what they do best, using technology to save time and money. Biometrics. A system can identify and recognize users using biometrics based on biological markers, such as their face, voice, or fingerprint. Many people already have one or several of these installed on their laptops and smartphones. Still, as technology improves and becomes more widely available, it may eventually end the password paradigm as we know it. Most people use weak passwords, the same one for every account, and never change their passwords, which means that hackers typically only need one hit to gain access to a person's personal and professional information. Even those who use strong passwords correctly can find system administration to be a nightmare. In light of these considerations, biometrics promises to provide much-needed security for sensitive data. A fingerprint is much more difficult to hack with raw computational power than a password. The difficulty is multiplied by orders of magnitude when multiple markers are used in conjunction with one another. Augmented or virtual reality. According to some analysts, with hardware costs falling, processing power rising, and high-profile players such as Google and Facebook entering the fray, virtual reality's time may have finally arrived. As augmented reality apps for smartphones become more widely accepted, such technologies may become more commonly accepted in the future. Microsoft Mesh, which was recently announced, and its competitors, hope to take advantage of our new remote working era. A virtual shared space where business teams can meet and work on projects is created by combining these mixed reality technologies described in detail below. And according to Peter Diamandis, chairman and CEO of the X Prize Foundation, this technology has the potential to transform the customer experience in retail completely. Customers could, for example, use a virtual avatar to try on clothes, or sit in their amphitheater seats before purchasing or visiting the store. Blockchain. It may come as a surprise that Bitcoin, the much-hyped cryptocurrency, did not cut inclusion on the list. However, blockchain, the technology's online ledger, has supplanted the digital domination as the rising business star in recent years. A blockchain, in contrast to traditional centralized records, is decentralized in nature. The permanent record is not stored in a single location, but instead on several nodes distributed throughout the system. Because of this design, it is more difficult to misplace or tamper with records. According to Elad Gil, a tech entrepreneur who spoke with Big Think in an interview, blockchain systems are virtually impenetrable to censorship and are not subject to seizures. It means that the government cannot come and seize your assets if you live in a country with poor governance, or that a third party cannot suddenly and accidentally erase your data, or that you cannot hack a third party to gain access to your data. However, it is still possible to hack a blockchain. This is one of the reasons why blockchain has piqued the interest of organizations that require the storage of records. Furthermore, the number of possible applications is impressive. Hospitals may be able to store and share health records with the help of blockchain technology. It could serve as the foundation for a safe online voting platform. It was capable of tracking logistics throughout international supply chains. There are numerous cybersecurity applications available today. Natural language processing. Natural language processing, NLP, is a subfield of artificial intelligence that aims to develop systems that can analyze and communicate with humans using natural language. Does it appear to be superficial? If that is the case, it is only because you are reading these words with a mind that has been endowed by evolution with the ability to communicate. Algorithms, on the other hand, are not so fortunate. They have difficulty deciphering the disorganized jumble of symbols, gestures, sounds, and cultural cues that we use to communicate meaning and ideas in our everyday lives. When algorithms finally crack the code of language, the number of business applications will be enormous. Chatbots, virtual editors, market analysis, real-time translation of live conversations, resume readers, and photo auto attendants that don't drive every caller insane are all examples of what's possible in the future. The evolution of smartphones. Our smartphones already have a significant influence on our daily lives. To make your devices even more powerful and valuable, look for additional technology concepts. Many people believe that holographic displays and communications will become a standard feature on most smartphones soon. Because of advancements in graphic chips, phones will compete with most current consoles in terms of gaming performance. As for phones, expect them to become more fully integrated with Internet of Things technology soon. Thanks to the advancements in innovative home technology, you may also be able to dock your phone in a single station and still make calls or issue voice commands from any location in the house. Robotics. In 1962, the world's first industrial robot punched the clock. Since then, technological advancements have steadily increased the proportion of robotics workers in the workforce. In the coming years, robots will continue to migrate from factories to First Street to perform rudimentary tasks such as cleaning and delivering packages. Such advancements have kept the Luddite flames ablaze for more than a century. And one of the challenges that organizational leaders will face is convincing their teams that robots are not here to take their jobs away from them. As more people move into jobs requiring soft skills and a human-centered approach, they will most likely find the transition beneficial. According to Melanie Wise, CEO of Fetch Robotics, in an article for the World Economic Forum, introducing robots into a workplace can be a complicated and dynamic endeavor, and one that requires careful planning. While it may begin with employees believing that their jobs are in danger, the result is a warehouse full of happier, healthier humans who continue to serve as the focal point of a successful business. Futuristic technology has the potential to drastically alter our way of life in a variety of ways. Everything from medicine and transportation to artificial intelligence and 3D printing could be completely transformed in just a few years. That's all there is to it for today. Like this video and share your thoughts in the comments section. This is AI Tech Vision, and we'll see you in the next one. We promise.